Okay, we're going to try this again. So let's start by thanking our hostess, Candy. Give her some love, maybe some clapping around, round of applause. Thanking her for gathering us all here together to learn about the BRI Pure Natural, which is a phenomenal product. I wouldn't be selling it unless it was. The best part of my job is that I get to gift all of my hostesses. So Candy got a bottle of our aloe vera jelly. This is a staple for every medicine cabinet. It's actually great for scrapes, bruises, rashes, burns, you name it. It's good for it. So you might want to put this one down on your wish list because you're going to want this in your medicine cabinet. Before we start with the trio, I'm going to actually, I think this video we're just going to talk a little bit about BRI, and then I'll do a separate video on the tutorial for the trio. So let's start by introducing you to Brian and Linda Kaminsky. Brian and Linda, or we should say Linda and Brian, La Bri, get it? Linda and Brian actually live in McGuanaco, Wisconsin, and that's where our corporate office is and our distribution center is. So it's always nice to have a company that is close to home, right in your own backyard, giving back to your own economy. Linda and Brian's story is that Brian used to work for the Milwaukee Foundry and was in a very severe accident in which he got burned. None of the medicines or ointments that the doctors were giving him were healing his wounds. So they reached out to some friends and family to see if anybody had any suggestions, and one of their friends suggested aloe vera. To their surprise, his burns healed. Not only did they heal, he healed without any scarring. So Linda used to do exactly what I do. She was a consultant for another skincare line. And with her experience in skincare, a light bulb went off, and she thought, can you imagine how we could help people with problematic skin by creating a aloe vera based skincare product? So they stuck everything they owned into it, and lo and behold, here we are 21 years later. Very successful company, and business is booming. It's based in Wisconsin, and we don't do any testing on animals, and our product is environmentally safe. So how many companies can you say that about? So it is a very good company. It's a great product. What makes us different? Well, first ingredient, all of our skincare line has aloe vera barbadensis jelly as the first ingredient. Now the word barbadensis is just the species of the aloe vera. There are many thousands of different aloe vera species. Barbadensis has the most nutrients, and that's why the BRI chose it. Our aloe vera is actually grown in the Rio Grande Valley in Texas. So if you can imagine a large aloe vera plant, and one of the leaves being the length of my arm, and I know this is going to make it look even longer, but that's okay. The leaves are very gentle. They can't be harvested by a machine because a machine would break them and crush them. So they have to be hand picked, and then they're hand filleted. So they take them into a stabilized cooling area, and they open it up and they fillet the jelly out and put it in a bin into our product for you and me. The outer edge, the green part of it, is just the skin. There's no nutrients in it. It's a protectant for the plant, for the jelly in the inside. So when you go to a store and you're looking for something with aloe vera in it, and if it's green, either it's ground up leaf or it's food coloring. So look for clear or buy La Bri. We use superior ingredients because we want you to get the best results. So number one, aloe vera is our first ingredient. Other products, many products out on the market today, their first ingredient is water. So what does it mean to be the first ingredient? That means that is the most in that product. So for instance, this is a cleanser. Aloe vera is the first ingredient in this bottle. So that means most of this product is aloe vera. So if you're buying something where water is the first ingredient, most of that product is water. What would you rather your hard-earned dollars go to? Something that's going to heal your skin, and or something that you could get free out of your tab. We don't use any waxes or oils in our skincare. And the reason being is because waxes and oils can actually attract dirt and clog your pores. And we know what happens when your pores get clogged, right? It causes blemishes. We don't want blemishes. Instead, we use restoring herbs. We don't use any drying alcohols. Drying alcohols are going to be like SLS, or sodium lauryl sulfate. That is an ingredient that many companies use to make suds. If you've ever washed your face and it felt dry after, that's why. It's got a drying agent in it. Dawn dish soap has a lot of sodium lauryl sulfate in there. So if you've ever done dishes by hand using Dawn, then and your hands were dry after, well, that's why. So instead of the drying alcohols, we actually use rejuvenating vitamins. We don't have any harmful synthetic fragrances or dyes. All of the colors and the smells that once you start using it, that you're going to smell and see, are going to be from fruit and plant essences, and then also the natural botanicals. So for instance, this is our deep pore cleanser. As you can see, it's green. That comes from plant chlorophyll. Okay. Our gentle cleanser is pink. Maybe this is a little bit more pink. This is the freshener. That comes from B12. We don't use any harmful preservatives like parabens. We all know that parabens cause cancer, so we use actually safe preservatives, food grade preservatives. So what exactly does that mean? What that means is when the product is sealed, it will have a shelf life of 2 years. But when it's open, it will only be a shelf life of 1 year. But your trio, if you use it properly twice a day, morning and night, should last you 6 months, approximately. Okay? So that's what makes us different from other products out there. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below, and I'll be more than happy to help you and answer all of your questions. Stay tuned, because I will be doing a tutorial on how to use the trio. Talk to you soon.